The film starts very childish, but as it progresses, as the character grow old and become mature, the film and the storytelling also becomes mature. Hello guys, I'm Nona Prince and today we're talking about the new Malayalam film Thirike. It's directed by Sam Xavier and George Cora, who also wrote the screenplay, and he also acted in the film as Thomas, the younger brother. He's accompanied by Gopi Krishnan, who plays the elder brother Ismu, aka Sebastian. Sarasa Balusare plays Amachi. She had a brilliant role and just loved her performance. Now if you haven't seen the film, it's available on Nistream, the new OTT platform for Malayalam content. So do watch it there, support the film and the OTT platform. Their plans are very affordable. If you don't want to take a monthly, half yearly or yearly plan, you can just opt for a 140 rupee plan just to watch this film or any other film for 5 days. I think that's a great offering. This video is not sponsored by them. Also the issues I faced while watching the Great Indian Kitchen, they were not there this time. So they have definitely improved their web interface. The makers recently put it out, a lot of people are enjoying their film and they liked it and they're overwhelmed with the response, but they know a lot of people are watching it on Telegram or pirated sites, which is not helping anyone. So if you can support them, do watch it on Newstream officially. Now there will be spoilers ahead. If you haven't seen it, stop it right now, go watch the film and come back. I think the first thing that comes in your mind is how sweet and innocent the film is. It's a story about two orphan brothers. What happens when the elder one, who's suffering from Down syndrome, is adopted and the younger one is left behind, and we see how their relationship builds over in the film. But the film is so much more. First of all, it's so refreshing to see that a character suffering from Down syndrome is not struggling, is not suffering in the film. On the contrary, he's a stronger character in the film compared to his brother. As always, watch this film on Discord with other viewers, so if you want to join us, link in the description. Post the film as we were discussing it, it was the first time that I felt that I wanted more from the film. I wanted the film to tell me more. I didn't want it to be subtle, because there are various things I feel the film is trying to say, but it's all in the subtext. They don't say it out loud, and that makes me unsure, is what I'm thinking about the film really what the film is trying to say, or I'm just imagining stuff. I kind of wanted a therapy session. I wanted the characters to just let it go, talk it all out, because we don't see that often in our films. When things are very obvious in a film, you don't want the film to spoon feed you. But when there's so much to explore in a film, but they leave it as it is in the subtext, you crave for more. You want them to talk about it. I think it's a superbly written film, and you can easily tell after watching the film that their vision was pure and clear. Sharon Paul's cinematography, Ankit Menon's BGM, it all adds up to the film and makes it wonderful. I've talked about in the past on the channel that I'm not a big fan of BGMs. It is something that doesn't stand out to me very often. Basically, I'm bad with music. But in this film, music plays a big part in transporting us to this land, to this village, to spend time with these characters. There are so many innocent moments throughout the film with pure quirky little dialogues between the brothers, and the chemistry between them is amazing. Both George Cora and Gopi Krishnan did a wonderful job, but I have to say, George Cora stole the whole show. I was told that he was in Premam too, but I don't really remember him. But here he just did a wonderful job. Over that, he co-directed and wrote the screenplay. The way he portrayed Thomas with that sensibility, he was so sensitive, and his eyes are so big, he's so expressive with those. There are so many wonderful scenes by him throughout the movie. The whole story was so much riding on the relationship between the two brothers that both the actors had to make it believable. Otherwise, the film will fall apart. And they did their best. Also to talk about Namita Krishnamurthy, who played Sneha, the girl Thomas betrayed and stole her car. She had a small role, but it was impactful. And it's also because it's so well written. I was feeling scared about that whole subplot. Him using her, taking her car and all. I was hoping they don't let this go, it's not forgotten or forgiven, and it wasn't. That scene was really good and important for the film to address it. Guys, before moving ahead, if you're enjoying this video, finding value in it, do consider hitting the like button, because when you do that, YouTube promotes this video and more people can watch it. Also consider subscribing and the bell icon to get notification whenever a new video drops. Really liked throughout the film that we were shown what the parents were going through, the tensions, the conflicts they had. Them being an adoptive parent will always be a tag on them. They can never erase it. And they have their own conflicts, Will they ever become the true parents? We were discussing how did the parents die, was it answered in the film, but then we thought, does it really matter? However they may have died, at the end, both these kids were orphaned and left alone to live in this world. So let's break down the character of Thomas, as he was the driving force of the film. In the beginning, we see the backstory that the parents have passed away, they are orphaned now. Their uncle have left them to an orphanage house, and it's clearly established that he is not leaving his older brother, He'll only stay with him. They stay together. They don't leave each other. And it's kind of surprising that the young one is taking up that responsibility. And that clearly tells how the parents have raised them. He knows that there are issues with his elder brother. He needs to take care of him because he has seen his parents take care of him. Now that they are left alone, they are the only ones there for each other. He takes up that responsibility that he'll never let his elder brother go away. And when Cebu gets adopted and is taken away from him, there's this fear of loneliness coming to him, as well as the hate towards his adopted parents, because they are the reason why they are apart now. When later in the film, he technically kidnaps Cebu and takes him to the village, it is a reckless act. And we see that in the beginning also, that he takes up the blame for his brother. He gets into a fight for him. So him committing this act makes sense. And that is good writing. The title reveal at the halfway point was a nice touch. Them returning to their village, their childhood home. And in a sense, I also feel that this movie is also about the tale of coming back to your roots. And there are various things why I think that. We learned that Ismu don't really remember his childhood, or he doesn't talk about it, we don't know. Thomas has bring him here so that he remembers all of that and doesn't leave him to go to Dubai. He wants to make him stay. We also see how Ismu has become so modern. He has an electric toothbrush. He carries his body wash and face wash with him. He has become the modernist. Today his childhood home feels alien to him. And there's also this Islam angle. He's a Muslim now. And converting to Islam means you are abandoning your roots. Becoming modernized or westernized is considered wrong. It's considered moving away from your roots. That's how I saw it in the film. It's also about the lies we tell ourselves. Thomas thinks he can take care of him. He can bring back his normal life when his parents were there. But the truth is, he cannot. And when the truth surfaces, it hurts. I think for Thomas, his elder brother is the only key that connects him to his past, to his normal life. And throughout his life, he has been unable to move on from it. But his elder brother has moved on. And why is that? Because his elder brother was taken, adopted, not him. He was left behind. The only thing keeping him alive, keeping him motivating, was to get his brother back and connect to his family, connect to his past back again. And I think the last scene in the film shows us that, Now that the adopted mother understands that both belong together, things look way better. I feel that this film is a tale of maturity. And the film uses a car as a metaphor for it. In the beginning, Ismu is unable to drive that car. He feels it's not working. But later we get a car which is used for learning, which has 2 steerings. And that car is basically a metaphor that you need to first learn to drive before driving a real car. You have to first become mature. And how do you do that? Together, with both of them having the steering wheel and learning together. So guys, that is a video, really wonderful film. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed this, hit the thumbs up button, share this video, let me in the comments your thoughts. If you haven't subscribed yet, check out the videos. If you like them too, do consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.